Fruit Loops run deserves another chance, though. That was too short. Fruit Loops. Hey Thea, thank you. How's it going? I just did one run, and I died to the dogs in Laura and Deadberg. I got hit like 4 times or something. Which is too many times to get hit by doggos when you're already at low health. They're ultra random too. And they're hard because you can't even just like dodge them, because sometimes you dodge into damage if you try. I'm actually comparing against PB today, though, rather than Summer Vests. I do have a good amount of time to save on my PB, as evidenced by my Sum of Vests. Particularly, I have a lot of time to save in Trident farming, ONS, where else? Seath, definitely. Stamina. Look at him just boxing me way back here, by the way. Get closer! Oh, okay, guess I'm not quitting. That was a fake out. Thank you. He jumped right over me. What a nice person. Don't jump, don't jump. I've been watching It's Always Sunny, so you may hear me periodically hum little portions of songs from that show. I randomly got on a kick of like watching It's Always Sunny clips on YouTube, and so I decided I should actually go watch the show. Okay, something's up with my menuing. Why is it different? I didn't somehow forget something, did I? It's a good show. I mean, I haven't watched like all of it or anything. Like even when I was like watching it more actively. Ow. No, that was terrible. I knew that was gonna fail. I was way too far left. It can be like a dark show. Like it's funny, but I find it helps to remember that they are just actors and are actually friends just messing around, you know what I mean? Because they're so horrible to each other sometimes that if you're in a bad mood, it doesn't help, at least for me. Excuse me. Don't run, thank you. Okay, I'll take it. That just barely worked. Good, no damage so far. If you're ever bored, go look up like blooper videos from It's Always Sunny. I think those are really funny. I've done that for like The Office and Parks and Rec too. There's some decent ones for Scrubs and Psych, but I don't think they're as good as the like Office and It's Always Sunny ones. That's my official ranking. Oh, quit please. That's my official ranking of blooper videos for comedy TV shows. Come here. There you go. Thank you. I'd recommend them. Parks and Rec in particular. It's a show that takes a little while to get going. Season 1 isn't bad at all, but I don't think it really gets into the swing of things until season 2. And then, you know, like a lot of shows, it kind of continues to perfect its own formula a little bit. But Parks and Rec I like particularly. I don't know if it's objectively funnier than a lot of the others, but it's very wholesome. But it's wholesome in a way that isn't... I don't know what I'm trying to say. It can be wholesome at times. It's funny and the characters actually support each other. Why wasn't I shot there? Okay, that was a weird fight, but I'll take it. Okay, something's really weird with the... It's like I got humanity at a different time. Like, I don't have the... Whatever. I have to re-equip my throwing knives manually now. I don't really know why. Oh, missed. Two. What am I doing? What was that? Oh my god. That hit him? Okay, go fast. How could my items are different in my menu right now, and I don't really understand how they could be. Like, bones are supposed to be at the far right. I might even just put them there manually. Oh, really? That's awesome. Scrubs is super good. I've watched through Scrubs definitely twice, and part of it a third time as well, I think. I'm gonna quit out, and this is gonna be kind of risky, but it seemed like those Baldur Knights were following me more closely than usual. Also, while I've got it, let me just... bone. There we go. Excuse me. Now, I might die here. Okay, what in the world is that? They were so well behaved. They just sat in place and didn't charge me immediately. Uh-oh. Run away from the fire. I really don't know what's going on with my menuing. It feels really strange. But I'm gonna hope it doesn't matter. I think it's fine now. I'll examine that later. Also, how did I lose 24 seconds on the Taurus team and split? Oh, because I failed the jump, that's why. I'm surprised I lost time there too. But oh well.
Right.
Isn't the janitor's name Sam Neill? If I'm remembering that correctly. Get off. I'm trying to get a little better. I have been for a few years. Like, not, I haven't made like a concerted effort or anything, but just in general, I've tried to get a little better at remembering actor and actress names and stuff. Get up there. I used to be terrible at it. I remember when I was younger, I like didn't know any actor names at all, apart from maybe like just the absolute biggest people. Not today, dragon. I'm confused. Oh wait, no, level up. Yes, please. I'm confused how I'm losing time. I guess it took me a few tries to kick Lautrec off, so 5 seconds is not unreasonable. Not that it really matters this early in the run, but like it's just, I'm surprised I'm losing time because I'm playing pretty well for the most part. Time for Quelaag. I'm feeling a lot more confident on Quelaag than I used to, which is good. I think I know how to avoid her second hit hyper armor now pretty consistently. Still don't know why it happens, but I know how to avoid it. a sec, and jump. Oh, I'm gonna try the little trick, taking some fake fall damage on the wall up here. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but let's try it. Watch my health. I didn't take quite enough, but I'm just gonna wait. I think there's a way to maybe take a little bit more than that. Now let's go in. Alright. I actually want Quayleg to jump if possible. Jump. No. Wait. My health is still high. I'm gonna hope that this works. It should, because I'll be in red tier stone any second. Okay, there's red tier stone. I should be fine. She's squirming though. She actually squirmed into a better position with the shot. One more. Good fight. See, there's a trick. On that very first shot, you just have to wait a moment because for whatever reason, just only on the first shot, she hyper armors her way out of it. And if you shoot immediately, even if you hit her straight in the chest, she will ignore it and kill you. So, gotta stall. Yeah, that's not surprising. That was a really good segment. Thank you. Good, nice clean duping, 20 million souls. Hey, Regal, thank you. Appreciated. The run's going quite well so far. Like, I'm not ahead of my PB, but that's not surprising. The beginning of my PB is just fine. It's actually pretty damn good, apparently. My goal is just to finish a run today. Obviously, I'm going to do the best I can and hopefully get a PB, but I'm going to try my best to just continue even if I take like a bunch of deaths at a, particular spot. It's like I saw something about Captain there, but I didn't read the full message. I'll do it after I level up. 34... 55, 11, 45 dex, 99 int. $25, yes. Attune Great Heavy Soul Arrow, bottomless box, take out those, and away we go. Cursor out of there. No, but that is that's incredible. I'm actually amazed he can do that. But that sounds incredible. I'll take a look at that sometime later. Thank you for the heads up. How did I just save 30 seconds on that split? I know why. No, I don't actually. Never mind, I don't know why. That was close. Okay, so I need to roll this coming up. Ready? That's fine. I'm just gonna wait. Ha! Okay, he's gonna be pretty close to me actually. Hurry. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes he does a jumping attack. That's the only scary part. It's in DS1 discussion. Cool, I'll take a look later. I don't generally keep up with the DS1 channels regularly, but I take a look from time to time. I can actually be jumping a bit sooner there. I learned a lesson, by the way. I got hit by a boulder the other day down here, and I know how to fix it. The way to fix it is take out your staff in advance, because when your character pulls out the staff, your left arm kind of flails for a second, and that changes your hitbox, and you can get hit by the boulder. I forgot to put this on. There we go. I updated my FFZ emotes a little bit too. I took out like just 1 or 2 bags to make room for a bunch of Ori emotes. Not every single Ori emote, like out of the server, but most of them. Excuse me. Okay, don't get greedy. There you go. I got knocked off the other day and it was really bad there. I think the Ori emotes are pretty sick personally. Jite, an Italian runner, I think he's Italian, he has like one of his channel emotes as like a smug looking Ori, and it's just fantastic. Oh god, what am I doing? That's not how you menu. Go along, try to make something of yourself. Yeah, I'll get red on that. I forgot to check whether I have the speedrunning tag on this stream. Sometimes Twitch likes to remove them for some reason. See, the reason I know that that Sense Fortress went well, by the way, good, thank you, is because all the cycles lined up where they were supposed to. Alright. Clean run so far. What's NWW? Sorry for my ignorance. Now that I remember, I keep meaning to eat a blossom at the beginning of this section here. Any percent no wrong warp, okay. I haven't watched that category in particular. Maybe I'll look it up during work tomorrow. I work from home, so one really nice aspect of that is that I can kind of freely watch like videos and stuff on the other monitor. Like today I was watching Ella run remastered any percent. Oh, and I learned a timing method for this finally. 0, 1, 2.5. I believe it. I believe it. Okay, this is really scary. I'm tempted to run left, honestly, so that he doesn't, like, get in my way so hard. Okay, never mind, that works. These painting guardians just all up in my business. The golem cycle during the iron golem fight can alter by like 1.5 seconds depending on the cycle you're on through sends. Interesting. That sounds fascinating because like in this run obviously I'm trying to optimize as much as I can, but like it's a 3.5 hour run that's like that has a huge RNG portion of it. So my micro optimizations, they don't matter as much just for my sanity, you know? I'm still trying to do the best I can, of course, but they don't matter that much. That's a new attack. Huh. The Gargs are acting strangely today. Okay, don't stop running here. That's what I learned. That was close. Oh, God, I almost just ran off the edge. Alright, pay attention, pay attention. Come on. Thank you. Yeah, I believe it. Okay, take 3 guesses whether I've learned how to handle every possible opening of Ornstein and Smo in the past 2 days. The answer is no. Which means that I'm just going to wing this fight like I always do. What am I doing? Make the jump, there you go. Yes, your guess was accurate. Okay, and don't take fall damage. Woo! So if these guys behave, this fight will go pretty fast, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, good. Don't dodge. Oh no. Come on. I can't see, can't see, can't see, can't see. Can't see. Good. Three left. One. Nope. One. Stagger. Two more. No, I'm not getting greedy. Not getting greedy. Just waiting. Okay, that's going to be a big time save. I died at least once, I think maybe twice in my PB. I could have killed Smo faster there, but just he was wandering around the side of the pillar and I didn't want him to do something crazy. Thank you. Very nice. No. Work. There. That changed my confirmation box. Interesting. Good to know. Basically, whenever you open a prompt, the default's no. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad it resets on load screens and such. Drop something? No. No, right? Yeah. One minor thing. I know that it's possible to do my bone duplication like during part of the pickup animation. I'm just not totally confident in the timing, so I'm not really going for it right now. Oh, hello. Awesome. Well, that's certainly good RNG, getting the shield already. Hopefully I get the sword upstairs. We'll see if I do. My cue is when the player kind of curls his hand. Holy shit. I don't even need to pick that up. I don't need it. How often does that happen? To just intentionally avoid an item like that, but I know for a fact that it's either the sword or the shield and I don't need it. Yeah, this is super good luck so far. This is good enough luck that I might have to actually manually... Oh my god, is this a spear? Okay, well, no, but still. God, if that had been the spear, that would have been like a massive gold split. So I'll try to remember to drop an additional shield later. Okay, only thing I need is the shield. Only thing I need. In a strange way, I kind of hope that it takes an additional, like, 2 cycles. Because then I need 21,000 souls for the next section. Oh my god, this guy's on fire! And another shield. Okay, well. I don't really need any more spears. Or shields, I mean. I do need a spear. Don't kill me, please. What is this RNG? Holy cow. Well, I'll take that. That is incredibly good. That is incredibly good. And my PB had a really good drop rate too. So before I do anything else, I have to use one of these for more souls. Again, very rare that you get those fast enough that you have to do that, but what I do. So far, the RNG has been really good. Now, on my PB in the shield farming section, I got God RNG. I got both the longsword, or sorry, I got both the great sword and the great shield in the first 2 stone giants. So very unlikely that'll happen again, but man, if I can get a shield in the first pass, that would be incredibly good. My left wrist is a bit sore from how I'm holding the controller. Oh, I added new alerts to the stream. I have had no alerts yet, but if someone like hosts today or something, it'll show up. Shield, shield, shield. No. Shield, shield, shield. No. They always drop it roughly when they land on their knees anyway, so. Oh. I think there's a minimum of like 2 viewers before the alert shows up. But thank you for the host play card. Shield, shield, shield. No. How have you been? Yeah, I mean, it's... Doing this run is like an exercise in mentality. Because the run itself is very long and very complex. And I have it pretty well memorized now, but it took a long time. And it took a long time of dying to a lot of stuff, and I'm sure I will continue dying to new things as I practice. But it's also really dependent on RNG, both in terms of like enemy spawns and or not spawns, but enemy behavior and boss patterns, but largely the farming sections. So, for example, you can see I'm now, 6 whatever minutes ahead. I am going to lose time on this split because on my PB I got perfect RNG in this section. Like the best possible RNG that one can get. Bit too fast there. So there's absolutely nothing I can do about this. I just have to keep going through and hope for the best. Hopefully I'm still ahead by the time I get the shield. Also, if I only get the shield, then I'll lose some additional time later on because I have to move Shiva to Blighttown. And then buy it from him there. But, like, so I'm going to lose time here, right? On my Trident farming section, on my PB, I lose, like, well, I shouldn't say I lose. It takes, like, maybe 13 or 14 minutes. I don't know exactly. Which means that later on in Duke's Archives, if I get a quick Trident, I could save 10 plus minutes. I hesitate to say I could easily save, but like, there's really no difficulty to it. It's just go through the section and hope that you get good RNG. Hey Germoni, yes it does. I could do every single thing in regular new game. Actually, that's a lie, I can't. First of all, there are 2 endings to the game, so no matter what, I have to go through the game twice. Although in this particular route, it's like 80% new game and maybe 20% new game plus. There's also one particular miracle. The Sunlight Spear that you get from the Sunlight Covenant. You can only get that by offering a Soul of Gwyn to the Covenant, which means that that's exclusive to New Game Plus as well. I might be wrong, but I think it's only those 2 things that have to be done in NG Plus, although I'll be doing additional things in NG Plus than that, just based on convenience. If I have to go through large chunks of the game again, it makes sense to get some other stuff out of the way. But yeah, don't hold your breath. We'll be in... Okay, good, there's that. We'll be in regular new game for a while. I'd estimate that lost me like maybe 3 minutes, maybe a little more. Well, they do. But the thing is that there's a trick called quantity storage that I can use to duplicate items. So ordinarily you would have to go through like, I think maybe at least New Game Plus 2 or something like that before you can get enough boss souls to craft all the weapons. Also, I'm going to try this jump. I might die to it. But I'm going to go for it anyway because I don't want to be afraid of it. So I'll be getting a number of boss souls, not all of them, but a bunch of them, and then I'll be duping them. Good. That jump is scary. missed. Got it, good. I need to practice those shots. I'm pretty good at the first and second one, and I'm not as good at the third one. Oh, okay, I guess I'm not going to roll. Never mind. Yeah, I'll kind of half commentate as I go. I'm not going to commentate too heavily, but I'm going to jump? No. What are you doing? Okay, so I just freed Dusk. She's going to be required to access the DLC, but also I need to buy a bunch of spells from her to get me closer towards these spell-related achievements. So in other categories that have to go to the DLC, you would probably just free her and leave. I have to go over here first. And touch her summon sign to summon her and buy some spells. The placement of the summon sign is always a little bit random, but it's always in this vicinity. Then while she's spawning, take out these guys. Costs, I think, maybe 14k to buy all her stuff. Whoops. Okay, so that one defaults to yes. Yeah, so the farming section there basically lost like 4 minutes. That time loss is not from Dusk, it's from farming. Next up is Sif. One thing I'll say, I won't be killing every boss in this run, because there isn't an achievement tied to killing every boss. Only some of them. But I will be killing some, because I need their souls to craft boss weapons, and in this case because I need the Covenant of Artorias to go down to the Abyss as well. You can optionally get into a red tearstone setup for this fight. I choose not to, because to do it requires taking some slaps from some enemies, and they tend to be really inconsistent. Where am I going? It's over there. But one nice side effect, for whatever reason, the AI of bosses like Sif are a little bit strange. So I'm going to open this door, I'm going to exit and reload, and then approach the grave, right? But when I start the fight, for whatever reason, Sif is actually going to do an about face. He's going to turn around for a second, which doesn't really matter, but it means that I can safely get off a shot. And it might not hit because he might dodge, but gives me, it makes him vulnerable for just a second, is what I'm trying to say. See what I mean? So pretty common that he dodges, but oh, I thought that was gonna be another attack. What are you doing? That was close. Good. Not bad. Okay, the next section is really hard though, so fun time is over. This port Firelink. This next section begins a kind of arduous journey where I have to get through quite a bit of stuff, and every single time I die, I get sent all the way back to Darkroot, and I have to start from Firelink all over again through a warp. Ow. Don't hit me, thank you. Okay. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and top off on health, actually. So I cast Hidden Body. Now I have to do the same Capra jump I did earlier in the run, down to Lower Undeadburg. Good. Kill the closer dog. Now here we go into this fight, where I have to do this. That was too early. I don't think that counted. I have to do it again. Yeah, I have to do that again. And now the RNG is completely different. Okay, that was improvised, but it worked out. I'm actually amazed I was able to live through that. I think that reminds me, I wanted to put on the Slumbering Dragon crest ring here, if possible. Now, I still hear a dog behind me, so I'm just gonna quit, Jesus, and despawn him. That actually went fine, like that was a bit slow, but that was fine. In fact, let me just do that now. Slumbering Dragon crest ring makes me make no sound when I move. Oh, okay. Which can be useful to avoid detection from enemies. So I'm going to open the chest and then quit out, because it quickly resets both the dog and the butcher and makes it much easier to grab this and go on my merry way. See? Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me! Next time I'm going to cast a Hidden Body there because I have an extra one. Okay, anyway, moving on. I'm alive, which is the important thing, although I'm not out of the woods yet. Next up is Gaping Dragon. Remember that I don't get an achievement for killing the Gaping Dragon directly, but I need its key to Blighttown. And also, I need to cut off its tail for a weapon, which aids towards the Knight's Honor achievements. And I think that's about it. So run forward, hit him 3 times. 1, 2, I missed a shot. That's not good, actually. I'm going to try one more. Okay, so I have to play it a little bit safe now. Believe it or not, this is not that safe. Shoot his tail. Run, run, run! It might sound silly to be scared of the Gaping Dragon, but just... he has one attack in particular. He can jump up and land like right on top of you, and it can be really hard to dodge. And it one-shots you. So thankfully that didn't happen. With that, though, I'm going down to Blighttown. Remember that arduous journey I mentioned before? I'm still in it. If I die here, I haven't taken a bonfire, and I get... game? Jesus. And I get sent all the way back to Darker Garden. I'm approaching the end, though. So in this section, I'm just going to take the ladder down because I could cast Fall Control, but I don't want to because I need my status kind of conditions here to be clear so that I can cast Hidden Body in a moment. Hidden Body is going to be really important for this. So I'm going to run past these 2 guys and then cast Hidden Body. That hits you? Okay, we're going to improvise. And I'm gonna have to use a humanity to heal. Shit, what do I do? What do I do? I have to get into a safe spot and then use a humanity to heal. Where's the humanity? Let me do this. I'm gonna quit out and reapply my hidden body because I have an extra one. And that should let me dodge the dogs and get down to where I need to be. Okay. I should be fine here, I just have to move fast. I have to kill this guy. Cast fall control. Do a fall control down to here. I need to cast fall control again. And that lets me survive these. Oh my god, I'm fine. Because here's the bonfire. Okay, that was really scary, but I'll take it. Can I not? Oh, whoops. I think I want to get in the habit of quitting out there. In fact, I'm just going to quit out here because I really want to eat this blossom right here. I might have to do an additional quit out. I forgot that I wanted to quit out at the bonfire. Green blossom increases my stamina regenerate, which is extremely useful when I have to expend so much stamina rolling. But you can't have multiple effects active at once. Like I can't hidden body, fall control, and having this blossom active are mutually exclusive among all of each other. And I'm going to want to cast fall control, which means I might need to quit out to get rid of the blossom, but that's pretty quick anyway. Moving on. Okay, here's where I'm going to quit, so that I can reapply my my fall control. I want one of these guys to drop an Eye of Death. Come on. Good. Okay, that's really, really good. And then another fall control quit out. I didn't explicitly mention it, but fall control quit out is a method using fall control and quitting out, shockingly, to survive unsurvivable falls. Because fall control doesn't survive against any fall, only ones up to a certain distance. Alright, made it. Yep, expected to lose a bit of time there, that's fine. And here we are on Ash Lake. Ash Lake is a gigantic area, so it'll take a little while to run through. And I have two things to do here. I have to pick up a spell, and then I have to interact with the dragon a little bit. Well, and I have to cut off the dragon's tail, so 3 things. And I want to have this blossom as well. I also want to remove the eye, but I'll do that after I quit out. I meant to do it at the fog gate, but I forgot. There's a Hydra to my left, by the way. He can shoot at me, and then he's going to jump, so I'm just going to stall for a second, make sure he doesn't shoot. Oh, he does? Okay. Moving on. There's not much tech to this area, except that, you know, I'm using the Blossom to restore my stamina. The objective being I want to spend as much time as possible sprinting rather than walking. And I'm just going to try to cut as straight lines as possible between the different areas to, you know, minimize the time it takes to get anywhere. The spell in here, I think it's called Great Magic Barrier. Excuse me. And it's really awkward to get to. You kind of have to do this little walk off like so. There you go. Now I'm going to quit out to respawn the Hydra, because if I walked out that door right now, decent chance the Hydra would just hit me with a bunch of projectiles and insta-kill me. So now one more Blossom is going to carry me pretty much all the way to the dragon who's inside that arch tree. You don't have to run on the paths in this section. You can run where there's still land. It's just, like here it's pretty easy to see where the line of the land is, but in other sections like up ahead, it is harder to see. And if you fall off, you die immediately, and I would have to go all the way through the Great Hollow and all the way back down here again, which would be pretty terrible. So I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen by just giving these edges a wide berth. If I was a task, I could like cut that super, super closely, but I'd rather just make sure I don't fall. And the Blossom's gonna run out in, yep, right then. There it is. I have to cut off the tail for a weapon, discover the Covenant, and bone back. Cool. That was almost a gold split. Just a little bit off. Next up, there's a character here named Shiva of the East, who I moved from Darker Garden. And I have to buy something from him for, I think, 15,000 souls. That's one of 49, at least I think it's 49, unique pieces of weapons and armor that I need for the Knight's Honor achievement. You can get it from the Giants, but it's unlikely, so you can just buy it from him. Again, using a Blossom here to be able to spend a lot of my time rolling. And here in Quelaag's Domain, this is the second time I've been here this run. I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to intentionally inflict myself with Egghead. Egghead being a kind of hidden condition in the game that looks like this. Well, it's not going to look like anything at first, but a timer just started ticking. And 5 minutes from now, my character is going to scratch his head. My timings might be wrong, but the point is that I'm now inflicted with Egghead invisibly. And right before the Four Kings fight, actually, if I time things out correctly, my head's going to turn into a giant egg sack. You might reasonably ask why one would want to do that in a speedrun. And the reason is that there's a character that we'll be seeing in just a second named Engi. And being inflicted with Egghead gives you some additional options with that character. Firelink, right? Yeah, Firelink. By the way, that split time is a little bit inaccurate. Before I split when I sat down at the bonfire, so I didn't actually lose that much time. Right there, emit force, that's the entire reason I advanced Siegmeyer's questline up to that point. There's no achievement tied to his questline directly, you just need the miracle. So it's indirect, I guess. Now here I need to equip the Covenant of Artorias and the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. And I meant to grab some more humanity too, I'll do that later. Now begins the New Londo section. New Londo is full of ghosts who are ethereal, which means that they can hit me and I can't hit them, but they can still block me, like they can physically get in my way. So I have on the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring, which I mentioned this before. It nullifies my my movement as I move around or like roll through water or anything. In practice, what it does is it lowers enemy aggro ranges, which can be very useful. So this is Ghost House number 1 coming up. My movement isn't going to look like much, but I'm going to hang left just enough to get that ghost up there to nudge to the side, and that lets me sneak past. Otherwise, it would block the door. Dodge that. Moving right along. The next ghost house is the hardest, though. There is a chance that I will die in here through no fault of my own, but it usually works out. Where I want to go is left and up a ladder, but when you're on the ladder, you're fodder for these guys. So I'm going to run and take a long loop around and try to aggro the ghosts and move them away from their starting spot. So let me run ahead and heal right about here. Now, hopefully they've all moved in such a pattern that I can get up the ladder safely. They look pretty good, but we'll see. They can hit you through the wall, which is what makes this scary. Alright, that worked out really well, though. If you don't lure them away, it's possible to get it, but you usually just die immediately instead. Okay, whatever. Okay, just a few more things to do here. Not least of which is rolling to get the heck out of this house. I want to be at low health because I want to be in red tearstone range, just I don't want to die. You know, that's not my intention with all this. So I'm going to do a quick exit and reload, and then I'm going to do a bunch of things at once. The moment I respawn, I'm going to put on the Dusk Crown Ring to cut my health in half. And then immediately up to red tearstone ring. So now my health is half, which puts me in a good spot, but I need to take a little bit more damage before I'm in red tearstone range. So one, come on. One more hit. And now I'm going to do some silly shenanigans. This isn't out of bounds exactly, because you can already come into this section later, but you're supposed to drain the water. You're supposed to open these giant floodgates and drain the New Londo ruins. Instead, I'll be doing this. I'm just kind of short-circuiting the area. But to do that requires casting Fall Control multiple times and quitting out at the right moments. I still haven't gotten Egghead. My head looks normal, but within the next... Not right now, but... I should be getting Egghead just after this reload. At least I hope so, because I don't want it to happen during the fight. Should be any second now. Good. That's perfect. That's perfect. And now we drop down to the abyss. When I land in the Abyss, I'm going to drop an item because it kind of gives me an anchor point, and the kings tend to spawn around this thing, at least the second one onward. What's he doing? Run. I'm going to be trying to do this in 2 kings rather than 4, which means that these guys are individual enemies, but they have a shared health pool. Second one spawns right there. I missed him. I almost had him. I missed with 1 shot, and as a result, that's actually a decent amount of time loss. Because now I have to wait for the 3rd one to spawn. That sucks, actually. That was almost perfect. He'll spawn in just a moment. Oh, he's way far away, okay. There we go, that's the fight. I don't even think that'll lose time against my PB, but I could have saved, you know, an additional 20 seconds there or something like that. Sometimes you'll see me taking certain text boxes kind of slower than I could. Whoops. The reason is that there are certain yes-no boxes that if you say the wrong thing, the run is over because you lose a crucial item or something, and that's one of them. Now, I do actually have to join this covenant rather than just discover it for the achievement because it gives me the Dark Hand, which is an item that I need. Daughter of Chaos left. And this is the part of the run that if I got this thing into AGDQ, I would offer up time for donations, because I just have to give 30 humanity 1 at a time to this thing. And there's really no way to make it any faster, I just kind of have to do it. But it gives me a chance to stretch my legs, which is pretty good. That's 10 down, 20 to go. I started with 31. 10 more. Not including this one. It's really a blast. It's a really engaging part of the speedrun. This is not the only time I'm going to have to do this, by the way, but this is the worst. There are 2 other points after this where I have to do something similar to this, but I only have to offer up 10 items rather than 30. After this, things start to pick up again. I have to talk to you. Hello? Give me that. Then warp to Firelink. Now, here in Firelink, I have to go talk to you and buy some stuff. Ah, whatever. Let's just wait for this. Sometimes Frampt is just asleep. It's completely random. That seems to happen more often than it doesn't. And when it happens, you just have to quit out and wake him up. So he says, oh my god, you got the Lord Vessel. Tells you about this area. Put it in. No. Warp to Anne Orlando. Okay, now we kind of start going again for real. The next section, now that the Lord Vessel is in place, that takes down 3 different gates. Like these big orange magical gates that were blocking different sections of the game, including the Duke's Archives, which is my next destination. After I do some stuff, I have to take out these guys so that they don't kill me. And then I have to take out this Mimic because it drops a Crystal Halberd. Cure my Egghead. I want to cure my Egghead because while I am inflicted with Egghead, the thing eats half my souls. And even though I can already dupe infinite souls, that takes time. The reason I needed that Crystal Halberd, by the way, is that there's an achievement for maximally upgrading a crystal weapon. Oh, and I forgot to eat this blossom, so I guess I'm just not going to now. That's fine. So I'm going to lose a little bit of time here from not sprinting, but that's okay. Next section I have kind of several things to do. Oh, I always forget to swap to the correct rings and stuff. Most important, I want to do, let's see. I need to use 2 of these. And then I need to cast Hidden Body. And then I have to swap my rings. Kill that thing for the broken pendant. Take out this guy for the chance at a trident. Come on. No, no god trident. The trident is one of only a handful of items in the run that you just have to farm for straight up. There's no way to get it normally, apart from farming. And it only has a base 1% drop chance up to maybe around 3% with my boosts, so it still isn't fantastic. But first I'm going to do something called the prison skip, which is pretty precise, so I'm going to quiet down and just try to do it. This is a hard trick. First try, good. That skips the whole prison segment. Which is why it's called the prison skip. Hey Forge, thanks dude. Now this part's scary too. I want to kill this guy, ideally. Oh, my camera got all jacked up there. That's fine. Thank you. I have been practicing that, so. Now, I'm going to kill these guys for a chance at their trident. I just have to be careful for a second. And your trident. I don't want to step off this staircase yet. But I do want to take out these guys. Oh, that missed him. Okay. Nothing. I know that's a bit slow to take them out, but trust me. Like I said, I have potentially 10 plus minutes to save if I can get an early... trident, so. It's worth taking every single one just to take them out. Okay, almost to a bonfire. That whole section is scary because you can still die to the channelers and such. And that would make you have to do a lot of the section over again. But with this bonfire, I have, you know, another checkpoint to come back to. On this split in particular, compared to my personal best, I know I have at least maybe 3 or 4 minutes to save. Because I died to Seath, I think, twice on my PB. And I might die again, but I'm going to try my best not to. Come on. So one side effect, you see this Dusk Crown Ring I put on to half my health? One side effect is that fall damage in this game is based on your maximum health rather than the raw fall length, I guess. Which means that while this ring is active, I can cut all my fall damage in half, and I'm going to use that to my advantage in just like, 30 seconds here or whatever to survive a fall that would otherwise kill me at this health. This health compared to my true maximum, I should say. And the fall I was talking about is not right here, it's right here. Watch my health. That would kill me otherwise. And I want to be at low health because I want to be in Red Tearstone range, which is less than 20% of max. Which is going to allow me to do a lot more damage to Seath when I get there. Okay, almost there. I have to run past a bunch of clams before I actually get to Seath. And so to facilitate that, I'm going to put on the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring again. And cast Hidden Body. Okay, so Seath is a hard boss. But if things go right, it looks pretty easy. The hardest part about this fight, first of all, you have to take out the little energy crystal. You can see it there in the background before Seath becomes vulnerable. But actually, I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to make Seath do it for me by baiting a particular attack of his. So first, put back on the Red Tearstone Ring. So watch his side tails. That's the cue. When they flick, I move. He's not doing it. That was really weird. Thank God. Okay. Really, really important that I hit that. Now I have to run away because he tends to do that tail thing and it hurts a lot. Now I'm going to wait for him to turn towards me. See what he's doing. Good. Okay, and that's the fight. That was almost really bad, but it worked out. Good. That's the time save I was talking about, by the way. Okay. So the hardest part of that fight is cutting off the tail. You really only have 2 shots to do it, or it becomes much harder. So, moving right along. Next, I have to buy some stuff for Envelope. And I just bought 999 soul spears. I have to talk to him one more time to freak him out and make him move. Then I have to quit out twice. This is how character quest lines work in Dark Souls. You perform certain actions, in this case buying spells from Logan. And then you talk to them or, you know, quit out and they move to different locations. That's how their quest lines advance. So right now, even though you can't see it yet, Logan's actually upstairs and he's gone insane from the knowledge he's gained in the archives. Attune magic, I want to remove these, put on the only crystal soul mass and the crystal soul spear. And now go upstairs. Like I said, Logan moved upstairs, so now I have to go take him out personally rather than just buy stuff because he has some drops I need. There's also a chest in the room where he's located that I'd like to, you know, have. Oh, okay. I forgot to cast Hidden Body. I guess I would do it. Don't kill me, please. I'd rather not die. Okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna top off, though. So now here on the elevator, let's equip this and put on this. And let's say that's good enough. Just a little bit more. I have a more powerful catalyst, which makes my spells do more damage. I have to take out you. Die. Then I have to take out the lizard. Maybe I should just let him run. Maybe that's faster. I don't know. Oh god, my running. Now here's Logan. While he's in his death animation, I'm gonna go pick up this. Now I have to get his stuff. Now for the prison segment. Remember the prison skip before? Well, I actually have to go to the prison in all achievements because there's some spells that I need down there. Along the way, I'm going to take out 2 channelers, just, you know, up my chances at potentially getting a an early trident. If I do, that would save a huge amount of time. Unlikely, but we'll see. Trident. No. Take out this guy too. Trident. No. So no trident. That's expected. Means now I'm going to go ahead and go down to the prison section. I'll be using these fall control quitouts quite frequently throughout the run. So the key is over here that's supposed to get you out. Grabbing it triggers an alarm. Cast fall control again. Yeah, that's fine. The quit out in this case not only lets me survive, but it resets a bunch of enemies that are going to start funneling out of this area, and I can take them out really fast with Crystal Soul Spears. I thought I was going to get a triple kill there. They tend to group up sometimes. So a bit slow on taking him out, but it's effectively RNG anyway, so. Grab this. Grab this. And go back. Now for Trident farming, I have the potential to save an insane amount of time here. Like I said before, this item has a base 1% drop chance, but with the current boosts to item discovery that I have, it's at maybe 3%, so it's still super unlikely. I've taken out 5 channelers in total, for what that's worth. A lot of potential time to save here, but there's no way I can influence it. I just have to hope for the best. Also, the first time up here, I'm going to go ahead and grab is this Great Magic Shield? What is this? Strong Magic Shield. I'll also be using Hidden Body over and over again, because unsurprisingly, I'd rather not be swarmed by these enemies every single time I have to do this. Sometimes they can still kind of detect you and hit you anyway, but it's unlikely. This guy in particular can hit you sometimes with a lunging attack, or a thrusting attack more like. This farming section kind of sucks because the drop chance is not only super low, but you can only kill 2 of them on a loop. And this is the most dense area in the game as far as channelers, just the 2 of them up there. Otherwise, there's a channeler in Undead Berg, there's a channeler down in the depths, but it doesn't really make any sense to kill them. Especially because at those points in the run, you don't... Well, I guess in the depths you have the Silver Serpent Ring, but it'd be super out of the way to go kill that one. You can see that the time on my live split over on the right side of the screen, it hasn't even started to tick on my best segment yet. So the best Trident I've ever gotten is still slower than this so far. So you can see that in terms of like potential time save, if you got perfect RNG, which is never going to happen, but if you got perfect RNG, I could have gotten a Trident from the very first guy in this entire area and saved like 15 minutes. Oh my god, that's fast. Oh my god, that's fast. That's really fast. Watch this. Alright, let's go. This is looking like a sub 320. I just gave 1 Ember to Andre there. I'm going to need to upgrade some stuff with him later. And I'll actually be giving him 2 additional Embers. Don't kill me, thank you. Before the run is over, but not yet. Also, I'm tempted to do a fall control quit out here just because I really don't want to die to it. In fact, I might just do that. There's a fall up here, which just kind of sucks, honestly. I guess I'll just try doing it normally, because that's how I know how, but I'll try to be ready on a quit out if I need to. Okay, that worked good. It's really easy to slide off the edge there and have a bad time. I grabbed a longbow there. I'm going to need that for later, both for upgrading purposes and for another purpose. Now here's interesting. I'm going to cast Crystal Homing Soul Mass, do a jump, intentionally not roll, because I want to take out that guy immediately. Okay. I didn't get a halberd, which is not good. I need 5 pieces of Black Knight gear before the run's over. And that guy can drop a halberd. He didn't, obviously, but he could have, you know? Up to the Grass Crit Shield. The Grass Crit Shield gives me passive stamina regen, so I just want to put that on early. And right now I'm just going to run all the way to the DLC. As before, I'll be grabbing a green blossom to roll through the water. What ring do I want on? The red tearstone ring, I think. I don't think I need on. No, I don't need Slumbering Dragon Crest yet. Now I'm going to take this bonfire. It's not technically needed, but it's much, much safer to do so. Let me quick put on this. Now I need to take out this, and while in the door, I'm going to go ahead and put on the Crown of Dusk, which makes me do more damage. No. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Good, okay. That guy is just super random. He's not that hard, but if I looked kind of hesitant, it's because I am hesitant on that fight. It's really easy for him to flail and kill you. So, that's what I mean, where you don't need the bonfire I took back there, but it's much safer to go ahead and take it. So that if he randomly flails and kills you, you don't get sent back super far. Okay, here we are in the DLC. I am not going to be doing too much in the DLC. I just need to grab a handful of items. Really only like 2 items, actually, from here. I'm going to cast a Hidden Body about here on the bridge, because I need to get a blue Titanite slab. Just 1 blue Titanite slab, and then I'll be duplicating it later through the same quantity storage trick that gained me souls near the start of the run. And the blue Titanite slab is over here, right in the middle of a bunch of enemies. So, you know, that's why I have Hidden Body on. They still kind of turn towards you, and it sounds really scary, but they never attack you. And then coming up immediately after this is another trick they just kind of fly by in this run called the Royal Wood Skip. There's a little hole here which leads me to Artorias, and that's where I want to be. However, falling down that hole, there's the death plane. At least there's supposed to be a death plane. But I can get past it through fall control and some careful movement. Good. I'll go ahead and send the elevator back up just to be safe. Just to be safe. There we go. Alright. Onward to Artorias. Artorias is also pretty random, but I mean, that's not saying much. Every boss in this game is. Most bosses, actually. Not all of them, but most. So let me quiet down while I take this guy out. Oh, well, okay, that works. I've never killed him that fast. I didn't know what to do. So I killed Artorias for actually no reason, except that I have to get the Purple Coward's Crystal. No, I need you to please do this. Thank you. That would have been a gold split. I just messed up my my little thing. Okay, now back to the asylum. I also need to put back on my other tridents. I think I'll do this. Handful of things to do back at the asylum. First things first, when I get to the asylum, there's going to be some crows. They're called Snuggly and... I don't remember, but there's some crows. Or really, they're eggs, but they talk like crows. And what they allow you to do is trade items. I'm going to be trading my starting gift way back from the start of the run, which is the pendant. And I'm going to trade it for an item known as a souvenir of reprisal. And I need that to upgrade, to advance myself in the Dark Moon Covenant later on for a particular spell. So you drop an item, exit and reload, and then they blabber at you some more. Pick it up. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to run through some more. I will be taking out 2 different Black Knights, and I'd really like them to drop their gear. There's only one major farming section left in this run. It's for Black Knight things, and so the more Black Knight things I can get early, the better. So here's one. Hopefully it drops the shield or the straight sword. Nothing. Okay, that sucks. Not that big a deal because I have to take out a bunch of knights in the kiln anyway, but would be nice to get it out of the way early. What are you doing? Okay, so now I need to cast Hidden Body, and I have to quick have my HP before putting this on, and I have to swap to this ring and grab this. That could have been faster, but it's fine. So I'm doing a red Tear Stone setup here, which will allow me to take out the Asylum Demon really, really, really fast. Like before it can even attack. So I cast this, and now watch this. And that's the whole fight. And I didn't need to heal there, but I get spooked with the knight coming up, so. Please. Come on. Nothing. Okay, so no Black Knight gear. That's fine. Unlucky, but it's fine. Really good Asylum section. I have to upgrade this to +10 in order to make Quaylana, an NPC, appear later on and sell me more Pyromancies. I'm not actually going to be using the Pyromancy Flame. And now one of the coolest tricks in the run is called the Elevator Clip. So check this out. I'm going to quit out 3 times in a row and then something silly is going to happen. So there's 1. There's 2. And then here's 3. 3. 2 might do it, but I like to do it in 3. And now watch this. This is a shortcut down to the down to this guy. Ready? And you can just barely land that to not die from fall damage. It's great. Then I 4-shot him. His AI doesn't even activate for the fight, which I think is funny. And so there we go. Now I'm down in the Izalith section. I'm not technically in Izalith yet. I'm more like in the deep demon ruins, but... Good. As with a lot of other sections, I just have to make a quick few runs to grab some items. So like this guy drops the Demon Catalyst. I won't be using it, but that's one of the items I need for the Knight's Honor, so I have to pick it up. But I do have to go get the large flame ember, which I'm going to need to upgrade some fire weapons. There's an achievement for getting a maximally upgraded fire weapon, so I need that. One of them just died, I think. Okay, so this part's kind of hard. Here's the bonfire, and you see that fog gate down there. That leads to the centipede demon. What I need from it is a ring called the orange charred ring that allows me to get through fire while taking very little damage. Or lava, I should say, but while taking very little damage. What's interesting about this guy is that I don't actually have to kill him. All I have to do is cut off one of his little tentacles, but doing so is more precise than it looks, so I'm going to try to do it. And if I do it correctly, this could be a very quick fight, but we'll see. Got it. Perfect. That's the best I've ever done that by far. That was perfect, actually. Oh, and I'm really, really excited. I have a little something to show off in this run. Something I realized that I didn't before. And that was an ambiguous statement. I'll clarify it in just a moment. Right now I'm heading towards the bed of chaos, but I have some things to do on the way. First of all, I have to go through here, and since I'm advanced enough in the Chaos Covenant, remember that 30 humanity I gave earlier? I can just open this door. Now, what's interesting is that there's all these little maggot enemies jumping around, right? They're pretty docile, they don't do much, but one of them has red eyes. The one just on the other side of this door has red eyes. And I want to kill that one because it drops a very important piece of headgear called the Sunlight Maggot, which provides light. So I'm going to kill this thing. One sec, it's right up here. It's this one. No, it's that one. Sunlight Maggot. This item is not required to finish the run, but it gives me light, and I'm going to have to go through the catacombs in a minute here. I'm going to shoot this guy once and then try to run around him. This is kind of risky. Okay, I'm fine. That's risky because he flails and can kill you, but yeah, getting that Sunlight Maggot is going to be hugely, hugely helpful. Once I get to the Tomb of the Giants. It's something I realized while actually watching a friend play this game casually for the first time. I realized I could do that. I'm going to come down here to get a red Titanite slab. Oh, come on. Gonna have this green blossom going to give me more stamina recovery while I have to do all this rolling. Getting poisoned is unfortunately unavoidable in this section. Also, I think my blossom's gonna run out at some point here, so I have to kind of pay attention to that. But I don't need it for much longer anyway, so. I'm gonna heal up in a moment too. How about right now? Oh boy. What do I do? That's never happened before. I think that's fine. I have to improvise here. That guy's never knocked me off there, so that's definitely time lost, but it shouldn't be that big a deal. I just have to climb back out. Yeah, I think it's over here I want to go. Not down there. Shit. I really didn't want this time lost. How do I get out of here? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. I've never gotten knocked down like that before. How do I get out? Where am I? Okay, I think that's the way out. I have to heal again. So this is going to be like maybe a minute and a half of time loss, but I think I'm fine. Yeah, this is the way out. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and quit out in a moment to reset those enemies. I might just get in the habit of doing that. Like I said, I've been blocked by those guys before. I didn't know that they could knock you off the side. So that sucks. That's like a minute and a half time loss. Let's just exit and refresh these enemies. Man, that really sucks. Now I have to take out this enemy, so I'm going to just try to kill it with a Crystal Homing Soul Mass as I run past. Okay, almost to the Bed of Chaos, though. I'm also going to heal up to full health in a sec, of course. Okay, here we go. Bed of Chaos, there's a quick strat to kill it, and it involves aiming with the longbow and using fire bombs. I'm not going to talk because I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to focus. Good. This is why I ate the Blossom a second ago, to make sure I get through this fast. Come on. Now I wait. I don't want to mess this up. One time I killed the Bed of Chaos and then exited out too fast, so I wanted to make sure I didn't do that. Yeah, so that time loss is not from the fight, it's from falling, but, you know, that's okay. So now I need to warp back to the Daughter of Chaos. While I'm in the menu here, let's put on the orange charred ring so I don't die. And now go do a bunch of running. Like I said, the orange charred ring... Sorry, my heart's beating a little bit. That was kind of scary with the time loss. The orange charred ring allows me to run through lava and not take very much damage. I still take a little bit, just not much. So I have to go run right near the legs of the Ceaseless Discharge, actually, who I won't be fighting in this run. And then I can get the thing that I need. You have to heal up once here. You can't get through the whole thing without healing. But I do only have to heal once, and now I can make it to the item. You can just barely see it there in the lava. now onward to the catacombs. First, at this bonfire, I have to put in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or up to Firelink. I have to do some duplicating on my way to the catacombs, so that's why I did that. Oh, I wanted to, let me quick remove this. I don't need it. More. Good. Now onward to the catacombs. And I want to equip my other weapon. Maybe I'll do that at the bonfire because I don't really know the best place to do it. And I think I want to put on the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring for this section as well. I'm not going to have to use the Red Tearstone ring for a little bit, so Slumbering Dragon couldn't hurt. What in the world? Give me this, thank you. The skeletons normally aren't on me there. I really don't want to die here, so now I want to take out this guy. So that I can rest at this bonfire. Thank you. And then take out 1, 2, 3. Good. Now I need to put on this. Because I'm going to want to do some hidden bodies and stuff coming up in a bit. First things first, I have to go join the Gravelord Covenant and offer them 10 Eyes of Death. That's why I duplicated the Eyes of Death just a moment ago. Excuse me. Now we wait. It takes like 20 seconds or something. But if you have at least one Eye of Death in your inventory, you eventually get taken through here to the Tomb of Giants into Nito's chamber, and then you can join the Gravelord Covenant, and it'll be another opportunity to stretch my legs, and in a GDQ context, it would be another opportunity for donations. Also, a minor thing, when I shield while running, I get up to maximum sprinting speed, like a few frames faster. It's not much, but it's something. Okay, get a nice cinematic shot, and I'm going to stand up. I only have to do 10 of these this time, not 30, so it's not too bad. Kind of a nice break from all the action, actually. Is this 10? Yep. Okay, so the next section is where things get a little bit harder. I have 3 usages of Hidden Body, and I want to use every single one of them, all 3, very strategically. So I'm going to cast the first one right about here. I forgot to put on the Dragon Crest ring. I'm just going to have to go without it, I guess. Even with Hidden Body, these guys tend to see you, so I have to drop over here and grab the Dark Moon Seance Ring. I'm going to need that to get into a hidden area to access Gwendolyn in just a little bit. Kill him because otherwise he would shoot me on the stairs. And now I'm going to use the second Hidden Body in just a sec here. Let me put on the ring. It really does help with these sections. Hidden Body to make all these guys just not even pay me any mind at all while I get to a lever, at which point I will exit and reload because I need to replace this Hidden Body with Fall Control in a second. Oh, also Gravelord Covenant didn't split, whoops. So I'm going to run over here. I no longer have Hidden Body. I do have the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring on. And I'm going to cast this. Now I'm going to run left on the bridge to try to bait these guys to me. Or something close to it anyway. That's fine. Good. That could have been a bit faster, but that was pretty clean anyway. I think I want to heal up. I'm feeling a bit nervous, so. Now I have to give Vamos 2 different embers. And I'm going to try to walk out of his dialogue range to make him go a bit faster. Okay, then I have to purchase 99 of these, 99 of these. Now, reinforce longsword up to +5. Modify to fire longsword, upgrade that to +5. Upgrade that to +6, up to +10. No, then downgrade it and turn it into the Chaos Longsword, and that's it. Then, very important, I cast my 3rd and final Hidden Body to survive the run through these Bone Wheels. The Bone Wheels are terrifying otherwise. And that'll take me the Pinwheel, and then I have to kill Pinwheel. Pinwheel is the easiest fight in the game. Like, I'm just gonna literally one-shot him, it's super easy. There we go. Now, while he's dying, put on the Sunlight Maggot. So check this out. This is why I grabbed the Sunlight Maggot. It's really, really nice for this section. Like, it's not necessary, but it's really, really nice, and it takes almost no extra time to get. No, I wanted to roll through that. Oops. Sometimes those big skeletons follow you down, so it's nice to quit out. I'm going to reverse my hollowing because I'm going to need to have a particular NPC invade me before too long. So similar to many sections in this run, pretty much every section, I just have a number of things to do here. First, I'm going to run over here. And I'm going to go get the large divine ember. Okay, so I need to press left on that one. Nice. Next up, I have to go save Rhea. On the way, I'm going to take out Patches because I need some of his stuff. So, see ya, Patches. Cast a hidden body. Now I'm going to go take out the compatriots over here. Now, next up is Leroy. Leroy is a human character. I need to swap to this one because I need to cast more hidden bodies. Also, I think I'm gonna not bother swapping to the whatever ring here. Good, they missed me. I need a hidden body for Nito. That's really important. So I'm gonna turn down here. Let's cast a homing soul mass. I lost it. What the fuck? He one-shots you? Okay, that's fine. I missed my entrance even with the sunlight maggot, so that sucks. Okay, note to self, cast a hidden body there. It's worth it. That does mean, however, that I have to lose additional time. Because I have to be human for this. I need Leroy to spawn. See, I learned a lesson. I learned always cast hidden body on this section. Or else that guy can come kill you. Actually, what it was is that I just messed up my movement, but that's okay. It happens. So where do I want to go down? It's right over here, I think. Yeah, there it is. There's a knight up here, and I want to kill him. Come on, halberd, halberd. Alright, again, no halberd. That sucks. Okay, so now, continuing on. I'm focusing pretty hard here. This is my weakest section of the run, I'd say. But I learned always cast hidden body there. 2 left. So he's gonna spawn, and then we're gonna kill him. Good fight. While he's dying, I will put back on the Crown of Dusk to do more damage to Nito when I get there. Yep, that time loss is expected, but still not that bad. Okay, moving on. I have 2 hidden bodies left, and I'm going to try to use, well, I'm going to use one of them in the Nito fight. That's super important. And then I'm going to use one more to help me get past some of these guys, I think. So I have to move pretty quick here. Do a little roll on the ground. They fire twice. And that lets me run past them. I need to go get a white Titanite slab here, and I think I'll top off on health as well. Cast my last hidden body. Well, sorry, second to last hidden body. I don't know how much that actually helps here, but I think it does a little. I practice this, not a lot, but just a little. I'm going to try running... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just improvising. So at this point, I'm going to do... let's see, I need to do this, and I have to do this, and I'm just going to wait, to be honest. I'm losing time here. Yeah, I just wanted to wait for that hidden body. Yes, it is 24 minutes. No. And that's the Nito fight. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can do that faster, but all I really care about is just getting through it relatively cleanly. Yeah, I got a pretty fast Trident. I got pretty fast Silver Knight stuff. And otherwise, the run's just been super clean. The majority of the time save is from the Trident, though. Or at least like half of the time save is from the Trident. Yeah, I can two-shot him, and it's really, 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 really important. While I'm here, let's drop the extra Silver Knight shield. It's really, really important that I cast Hidden Body, because otherwise the skeletons can get in my way, and it's just a nightmare. You always, always cast Hidden Body for that. Oh, did you really? That sucks. Okay, now I'm going to the Painted World. Oh, and I learned, I watched Masters run, and there's a faster way to do... There's a faster way to do the Painted World than I've been doing. I haven't practiced it much, but I'm going to try it, because that's what I want to do. It might go badly, but I think it'll go okay. 0, 1, 2.5. To get to the Painted World, I'm just going to do a full control quit out to get to the bottom of this rafters section. And then I'll go right into the painting. Okay. I think I remember how to do the faster version of this, so we'll see. What rings do I have in right now? I think I kind of want the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring on. In fact, I'm definitely going to put it on. Because these guys just suck majorly. Okay, here we go. I want Hidden Body on. Watch. Okay, here's the first strat. It's a faster way to get down here than what I was doing. So these have potential to be gold splits because of these faster strats, by the way. I can also avoid the annex key entirely, which is pretty cool. It makes the well faster. Oh, get down there. What the? Get over there. There's one. Like I said, not surprising because I'm using faster strats. Okay, this next one's harder though. Let's hope it goes well. So I'm not improvising this, but I haven't done it very much, so here goes nothing. So I landed on a bit of platform for a second and then quit out before I hit the ground, which lets me spawn on top of it again. Good. Isn't that cool? Wait, don't get toxic. Oh my god, dude. Move. Move, move, move. I need this. No! Okay. I'm gonna heal up to full health. I'm not risking this. My hidden body is... Okay, I'm just gonna grab this and quit immediately. I don't want the dragon to kill me. Yes, they are. One, two, three. While you're dying, Darkmoon Seance Ring. And then I have to do a bit of silliness to get this guy up, like so. Okay, onward to Priscilla. I practiced the Priscilla fight a little bit, by the way, but only a little bit. What? No, I picked up the blood shield, right? Don't scare me like that. Good. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I'm still gonna cheese this because I don't know how to do the fight properly, so sorry for being bad at the game. I'm just gonna wait for her to walk to me. Okay, gotcha. You scared me for a second. Okay, so I cast a hidden body preemptively before leaving the painted world. So that I can avoid, you know, aggroing all of these guys. Okay, that is really, really good. Getting through the painted world is kind of the last, I'd say, major section that's like really combat heavy with a lot of complexity in New Game. I still have to do New Game Plus. And I still have to do a fair bit in New Game, don't get me wrong, but like a lot of it is smithing sections and stuff, so it isn't that bad. I'm going to be joining the Darkmoon Covenant, which is Priscilla's Covenant. Or, I'm sorry, Gwendolyn's Covenant in a second. Remember I put on the Darkmoon Seance Ring. By the way, I'm half commentating this recall if it wasn't obvious. I'm not like... I know that you know a lot of the stuff I'm saying, so... But this has the potential to be, you know, a very, very good run, which means that it might end up being the thing I submit to AGDQ, and therefore I need it to have, you know, some commentary. Halt. Okay, this is the last Covenant section. I have to offer up 10 of these Souvenirs of Reprisal. This is the thing that I traded the pendant for back in the Asylum to the Crows. Thank you, I appreciate that. So I'm going to do this up to 10 to get a, I think it's a sorcery. I honestly don't remember, I just know that I need it. And then I'm going to go take out Gwendolyn. And I can actually two-shot Gwendolyn, which is nice. Gwendolyn has some RNG. I really should need it. What I should be doing is clarifying the bosses that don't have RNG, but basically the Gwendolyn fight's going to take place in a gigantic long hallway. It looks infinite, it actually isn't, but for all intents and purposes, it's an infinite hallway. And if Gwendolyn behaves, he'll do a particular series of attacks where I can just run up and just kill him, but if not, then well, I guess not. So he always teleports away once, nothing you can do about that. But now in the second one, I want a particular kind of attack. Not this one. Come on. Good, that's the attack I want. 1, 2. And that's all it takes. So that was really, really good RNG. That was almost the best RNG that you can possibly get. So this might be a gold split as a result of that. Okay, and it's left on that. Almost a gold split. Okay. Bottomless box, 1, 2, warp to Firelink. Now I'm going to do a bunch of shopping before heading to the kiln of the first flame. But first, I have to duplicate my white titanite chunk and my white titanite slab. Good night, asleep. One sec, I messed that up a bit. There we go. Okay, I have up a guide on my other monitor for just this section. I pretty much know how to do everything, but I just want to make sure I don't mess it up. First of all, I have to give some embers. I think just 2 embers. Okay, so let's purchase some of those. Let's purchase these. Then do some reinforcements. This is the longest single smithing section in the run. I'll try to do it fast. The menuing's harder than it looks to do fast. You'll see a number of achievements pop up as I do this as well. Also, throughout the rest of the run, if you found yourself wondering why I was going out of my way to like kill certain mimics and whatever and get certain weapons, this is why. Is to get the upgrade-related achievements. Some of the achievements I'll get right away. Some of them I won't get until near the end of the game. In terms of weapons and stuff. I think I have to buy more Titanite shards in a second. Maybe after the longbow. Okay, now I need to upgrade this to be raw. I have to downgrade Chaos to the regular longsword plus 5 enchanted. Occult. Lightning Spear down to Spear plus 10. I need Divine up to plus 6, Spear up to plus 11, and everything else up to plus 6. Good. Nice and clean. Now I have to go down to, I'm not going to go to the New Londo ruins, I'm just going to go near them. I have to take the elevator down one last time, which means that this is also the only elevator trip down in New Game that I won't be sending the elevator back up afterwards. Because it resets itself on New Game Plus anyway. I have to go down here and talk to Rickert and give him an Ember and upgrade just literally one thing, so that's all it is. During the fight, I'll put on the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring in preparation for the farming section. And that'll be that. I'm also going to go ahead and... I wanted to put on my other Catalyst. I'll do that in a second. Maybe between talking. One sec, I don't know where this is. And that one defaults to no as well. Okay, so here we go. We're almost done with New Game. I have to offer up the Lord Souls, but I can't just go and kill Gwyn. I have to farm these Silver Knights for a while. And actually, this is potentially a lot of time lost. It's RNG, so for the next, you know, however long this takes, there's nothing I can do to control this, keep in mind. But similar to how I needed the 3 pieces of Silver Knight gear way back, like earlier in the run in Anor Londo, I need 5 pieces of Black Knight gear. I need the shield, the sword, the great sword, the great axe, and the halberd, and I've gotten none of those things so far. Which kind of sucks, but it is the way that it is. Okay, that was weird. That's fine, that doesn't really matter. I didn't mean to die there. My character did a kind of weird turnaround animation, and so I couldn't dodge. So that is time loss. That cost me maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds, maybe more. So it is time loss, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, this section might go really fast, or it might lose me 20 minutes. And that's the unfortunate reality of this run, is that I need the Black Knight gear and I need it fast. Okay, good, the shield, that's 1. Theoretically, I could get every single piece in one pass, but that is extraordinarily unlikely to happen. And unfortunately, the halberd and the great axe are at the far end of this area. Okay, no great sword, so one way or another, I have to come back and do another loop of this. That's the only guy. There are 5 Black Knights in this section, right? But each Black Knight can only potentially drop what it's holding, and that's the only one in this area with the Great Sword. What I really care about is the halberd and the Great Axe, because it takes a long time to run to the end of this section otherwise. Okay, another shield. That's not great. I really need the sword. But there are 2 guys that can drop the sword. By the way, each of these things has about a 20% drop chance. Or, I'm sorry, a 40% drop chance, so it's pretty good, but 40% still means that, you know, I'm unlikely to get it on the first try. Damn it. Okay, I really, really wanted that great axe, and I really want this halberd now. Good. Okay, so that's good. If you look at my timer, it might seem like this section's taking a long time. I don't recall how many attempts it took on my PB, but well, this is just an RNG portion of the run. There's it's gonna suck if I lose a bunch of time, but there's just nothing I can do about it. And if I can get this thing into GDQ, what I'm gonna do is prepare backup saves following each of these sections. So for this Black Knight section, I would probably only do it maybe 2 or 3 times. And then I would just make it a rule, you know, if I don't get it within X number of attempts, I will... Really? If I don't get it within X attempts, I will just load a backup save. By the way, the thing that killed me there has never happened before. That guy has never ever attacked me in that particular way, so now I know I need to be prepped to dodge. I didn't know that. Normally, if he does that kind of running attack, he does it a lot sooner, and it's really easy to kind of sidestep around him. It's kind of weird that he did it so late. So like I said, that's probably a minute or so I've lost to that, which does suck, but it's... the death doesn't matter too much, because I have to wait for, like, what is he doing? There we go. Give me your sword. Okay, good. So now I have the shield and the sword and the halberd. This could potentially be my last pass. I need this guy to drop his great axe. Damn it. Okay, that sucks. So I'm going to run all the way to the end, take out the guy with the great axe. And then I'm going to bone back. I'm going to bone back and hopefully get the great sword this time. I'm not going to bother to loot this guy, by the way, because he can only drop the shield and the sword, and I already have both. Looting him would be a waste of time. He's guaranteed to not drop anything I care about. Come on. Yes. Okay, so the only thing left is the great sword. So as you can see, I am starting to lose time compared to my sum of bests, and I'm definitely going to lose time on my PV as well, which sucks. But, it's looking good. The only thing I keep saying, let's recap, shall we? There are 5 Black Knight things I need. I already have 4 of them, and the only one left is the Greatsword, which is that second enemy up ahead. I kill him not for his item, just to make sure he doesn't chase me and kill me. Let's try a homing soul mass, see what happens. Where are you going? Come on, give it to me. Good, okay, now I'm done. So that's okay. I lost about a minute there due to my own deaths, maybe more like a minute 10, minute 20. Which sucks. In sum total, by the time I get through Gwyn here, it's gonna... well, I guess we'll see. But honestly, that farming was pretty good. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. At this point, I'm going to rush straight to Gwyn. And there's a particular strategy to get a fast kill on Gwyn, which I think is pretty cool. I'm going to run around the right side of these guys because they're right-handed. Makes it easier to dodge them. Okay, watch this. This is consistent. There we go. So now I'm going to go take the Dark Lord ending. So that's new game. Of course I'm not done because this is all achievements, so now I'm in new game plus and I have to do more stuff. Only losing a minute to that section, not bad. That means that if I hadn't taken the silly deaths, I would have come out about even. Anyway, here we are in the Asylum again, except this time I'm just ridiculously OP. So I'm not going to rest at that bonfire, I'm just going to go straight and kill the Asylum Demon right away. I'm not killing the Asylum Demon because I need its weapon. Killing this guy is going to get me the Demon's Great Hammer. There he is, you can see him perched. I don't need that. But I do need to kill him before I'm able to exit the Asylum and continue on with the run, so that's what I'm doing. I'm also going to take this guy out because otherwise he blocks you. So him blocking you versus pausing to fire probably takes about the same amount of time anyway, but oh well. Here's a fun little trick to break the barricade without having to run up the stairs. He gives you those, and on you go. I just put on the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring because I'm not going to be using the Red Tearstone ring during New Game Plus pretty much at all. Like during boss fights, I'm just not really going to use it. It isn't worth it. So it's just really nice to have on that Slumbering Dragon Crest ring in the meantime. Okay, now rather than going up there, I'm going to go straight down here, and I'm going to go talk to Quaylana. This is something I accidentally did in the wrong order yesterday, so pretty much in the regular new game at the start of this run, I did things in roughly the intended order. I went through the Burg and then went down here. This time I'm going to do it in a different order. And I don't have to send the elevator back up this time, because I'm not going to be coming back down here again in New Game Plus. There's a really cool fall coming up. I'm not going to be going down to Quelaag in exactly the same way, although I will be killing Quelaag before I go take out the gargoyles. Also, as a side effect of me having on this Slumbering Dragon Crest ring, these guys are going to kind of pay a lot less attention to me as compared to the first time you see that. Like, I'm almost completely hidden. So I'm going to cast this fall control like as late as possible because I want it to persist. So I'm going to cast it right about here. Now watch this fall. Falling any lower than that would kill me. I just love that you land on this tiny little plank of wood. There's Wisdom of a Sage. That means I've gotten every single sorcery. And I cast that, I cast that fall control late so that I can reuse it over here to do another controlled fall. To bring me right down to the bottom. I could go straight to Quelaag here. I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to go talk to Quaylana, who is the daughter of Islith, who only spawns, I think, when you have that +10 Pyromancy Flame, which I have. She's going to sell me a bunch of Pyromancies. And I have to buy all of them. And then I have to do this, because I'm a bad person. She's going to drop the last one. Preemptively grab a Blossom, and Bond of a Pyromancer means I didn't miss anything. Similar to before, the first time I fought Quelaag, I made a very careful point to, you know, make sure I got down into Red Tearstone range, and I had to stun lock her. I don't have to do any of that now. I probably am going to heal up to full health just for some safety, but I'm just going to kind of kill her outright. And then go ring the second bell. She might jump, so I'm going to run past her first. Yep. I'm out. I have to improvise this. One more I'll do. Okay. I'm surprised I was solo on spells. I think I need to be careful with that. That's okay though, I got her. Moving on now to the Taurus Demon. I'm surprised that lost time, actually. One major benefit of going through the Undead Burg, which unironically is one of the harder areas of the run, is that I can use Hidden Body in the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring to get by a lot of these guys much more quickly than I would be able to otherwise. So if you remember way back 100 years ago at the start of the run, I had to do a lot of things. I had to go buy stuff from merchants and all kinds of stuff. Now I don't have to do any of that. I'm just going to use Hidden Body to run past all these guys, although it might run out here. I need to go fast. Okay. My health is pretty low, by the way, and comparatively I'm going to take a lot more damage in New Game Plus. So let's just drop here since he was kind enough to move out of the way. Okay, and onward to the Taurus Demon. Taurus Demon, similar to the Asylum Demon, is going to go down real quick. So honestly, the archers behind me are the only threat in this fight. But if I run fast, they can't catch me. So there he goes, whole fight. Now I forgot to put throwing knives back on my inventory. Let's do that now. I only have one left, so we'll see how this goes. I better not miss. If I do miss, I can improvise, but let's hope I don't. That'll hit. Yeah. I don't know if I technically need to do that, but, you know, it works out fine. And I have this Divine Elixir on. Because it might be useful in the Ornstein and Smough fight in a little bit. I won't get there right away, of course, but when I get there. So I have another Hidden Body. I'm not going to use it quite yet. Guess I don't really need to, but I'll be using it in a sec. That's actually terrible. I should have cast it. I should have cast Hidden Body. That's incredibly, incredibly, incredibly bad. That's one of the worst deaths I can take because I didn't get to the elevator. So I was kind of hoping I could salvage a sub 3-hour run here. I'm not going to anymore. That run just lost me upwards of 3 minutes. And I have to get past the Drake again on the bridge, and I don't have any more throwing knives. So I'm going to have to use an arrow or something instead. That is an incredibly bad death. To be clear, it was still RNG based. The reason it was RNG based is that it was extremely, extremely unlucky that the Boulder Knight ran in such a pattern to block me. He virtually never ever does that. But even so, I should have cast a Hidden Body first. That was really stupid of me. So yeah, I have to run all the way through this, all the way through the Taurus Demon, and all the way across the bridge, and all the way up again. That's a really bad death. Like I said, one of the worst that I can actually take. I can't believe that. This was such a good run, too. I mean, I'm still going to PB by a lot, but I'm really disappointed. This could have been a sub 3-hour run. I lost a minute during the Black Knight farming section. I lost about a minute 15 in Isleth because the guy pushed me off a cliff. But I can't be too hard on myself. Like, whatever, I'm going to kind of quiet down. Now, is he going to kill me if I try this? I don't know when he breathes fire. Or if he even breathes fire at all. I have to kill that guy too. What is going on? Die. So I'm gonna improvise here. I'm gonna put on the longbow, and I'm gonna put on some. I don't have the arrows with me. What can I do here? What can I do here? I think I have to just run for it. I don't think I have anything else I can throw. Did I just kill my PB? The only thing I can think to do now is to go to the merchant and buy more throwing knives. I just threw away like 6 minutes on this run. So I guess I'm just gonna quiet down. I'm really frustrated right now. I think this run could still be acceptable to submit as a submission, but I'm really, really disappointed.
Hey, what's the matter?
I just can't, and I forgot to cast Hidden Body again. So these guys could kill me in here too. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. And I don't think I got my souls back either, so that's actually really bad. I might have to grab some souls later on too. I need to equip these yet too. I think I can just do this. That didn't hit him? There we go. That was really, really bad. And now I have to get past the gates. I don't actually know how to do this. I haven't done this in a long time. I don't know how to get past the gate normally. I'm gonna use a hidden body for sure. I'm improvising this. I haven't done this in a very, very long time. Don't... No! I didn't even mean to cast Homing Soul Mass. I meant to cast... Is it worth it to continue this run? Honestly, is it worth it? I mean, I guess I can salvage like a 15-minute PB out of it, but if this is what I have to compare against... This could have been a 3-hour run, and I just threw it away because a Boulder Knight gave me bad RNG. How often does the Boulder Knight sprint forward and block you and do a double attack? In fact, that's the first time I've ever seen him do that. I guess I should continue and get the PB, but I really don't know. I mean, I would have to get like godlike RNG on like every single section to have any hope of matching this run again. And I guess I'll have a free time save here, but I don't know. I don't know if I want this to be my PB, you know? I honestly, like, I barely even remember how to get past all those guys. I wonder if I could use Hidden Body to get past this guy? Probably not. My goal was to get a sub 320. I guess I can still do that, but... I mean, Jesus, I just threw away like a 3-hour run for absolutely nothing. I even considered using a Hidden Body. Get down, oh my god. The other problem is, I mean, I'm in New Game Plus now, right? So every single guy does a lot of damage now. I'm using the last Hidden Body. Which is actually really bad, because now I won't have a Hidden Body for the other room. But I don't really know what's coming up here. I haven't done it in a long time. Is it this way? It's this way. I can't really get safety health earlier than this. I mean, I could, but I don't have the souls that I need until I do the duping. Yeah, so I just threw away like at least 10 minutes. And I no longer have a Hidden Body, so decent chance I die again to the choke point room. Like I said, I should probably continue just to get the free PB, but it doesn't really feel worth it. Honestly, this run could have been sub 3 hours if I hadn't just made these stupid mistakes. But I'm gonna quiet down. I don't think it helps anyone from complaining. And honestly, I'm really shocked that viewer count and chat activity is so low right now. I'm really, really surprised. That was a buffered input. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. Why did my guy do another... Damn it! God damn it! Well, I thought this could be my submission video. It fucking well can't anymore. First, the Boulder Knight rushes forward and blocks me, and then does a double attack to kill me before I can get to the elevator. Then the gargoyle decides to just stand around and waste time and then dodge me. And then the second guy comes up who 95% of the time does fucking fire, and he decides to not to fire just as the other guy blocks me, and the game buffers another shot and it kills me. Can I get more fucking unlucky? No, that's cool. Just missed that too. And like I said, I'm really surprised that no one is actually here. Makes me wonder why I'm streaming it, rather than just doing it offline or something. And now, of course, this is going to be slower. See, that's literally all it took, but the guy decided to just dance around and dodge and hit me, and the second guy didn't breathe fire. So hooray. And I could still lose a lot of time on ONS and New Game Plus, so yep, I will have thrown away more than 10 minutes on this split for absolutely no reason. God damn it, this could have been a sub 3 hour run. Like, I'm not gonna get that RNG ever again on the Trident, no matter what I do. Like, part of the reason I don't really want this to be a PB is that I'm gonna have to compete against that Trident RNG. Congratulations, Mark. You lost 10 minutes on that split for no reason. Oh, and I forgot to do the run's over. I'm gonna end the run. I was so distracted that I forgot to put shit in the bottomless box, which means I just lost like another 2 minutes. When you combine it with the ONS, I might not even get sub 320. Because now I have to go all the way up here, all the way to the bonfire, and then run all the way back. Like, I'm supposed to dupe right there, and I can't, so... I don't really see the purpose in continuing. Because now I have to rest here. And do this. Now I have to run back to Firelink manually. I don't know why I bothered streaming this shit, honestly. Hey, Quint. And now I'm messing up these two, very nice. Because why not lose a little bit more time? I don't know, not much to speak of. This is about the only interesting thing that I'm doing. I really wanted to submit this to AGDQ. I mean, it's not going to get accepted, but I kind of wanted to submit it anyway. Oh, actually I could have used a homeward bone. Whatever, it's fine, it doesn't matter. So I really wanted to get a run that was like close to 3 hours to submit, and I'm just not going to get it in the next 3 weeks. I'm just not, so. This was the run. This would have been 3 hours or just barely less than it. Or barely above it, I mean. And now instead I'm going to struggle to even get sub 320. I mean, I'm still going to lose another like 3 minutes on this split. And then I have to do Ornstein and Smo and New Game Plus, and they're impossible, so. I have like 3 weeks maybe. Oh, and I was supposed to level up there, but it doesn't matter either. The problem is that these are like crazy long runs. And you need to get super good RNG. Like that, even if I make no mistakes, I'm not gonna be able to get another run that's like close to 3 hours for like a long time, because I need to get super good RNG, and I'm just not going to. It's just not gonna happen. This was pretty much my chance at it, and I've fucked it up, so. I threw away a minute, I threw away 10 minutes, I threw away a minute somewhere else too. I threw away like a minute down in the Tomb of Giants. Whoops, nice, and I just wasted more time, awesome. I was supposed to do this sooner, but fuck it, just do it now. And this fight had like godlike Gwendolyn RNG and really good Artorias fight. Super good Trident, really clean Seath. have to wait for that. Nice. Waste more time. What? Oh my god. There was no death sound. You have to scroll down the notes again. Great Sword of Artorias. Straight Sword of Hilt. Great Sword of Artorias. Bastard Sword. Great Lord, Great Sword. Relax, Fury Sword. Pike becomes the Dragon Slayer's Spear. Life Hunt Scythe. This isn't going to work. I haven't rested at Firelink. I don't want to finish this run. I mean, what's the point? Even right there, I just wasted like 3 or 4 minutes running all the way over there. I'm going to barely get sub 320. Sorry for being so negative. Thank you, Regal. Appreciate it. Okay, so that PB is 313.36. I satisfied my goal of sub 320.